Hello everybody, it is Storm Ranger. Today, I'm back to a brand new Fortnite video. In today's Fortnite video, we're going over the brand new Week 4 challenges for Fortnite Season 9. On screen now you can see what the Week 4 challenges are. Credit to @Lucas7Yoshi on Twitter for leaking these challenges. The time I'm recording this video, these challenges aren't yet released. However, by the time you're watching this, they will be released in a few hours, or will already be released. Just keep in mind, because these challenges aren't released yet when I'm making this video, it is definitely possible that a few of these may be different by the time you're watching this video. Anyways, feel free to pause the video right now so you can look over the Week 4 challenges. In this video, I'll be going over every single one of these challenges and my best advice for how you can complete these challenges as fast as possible. But of course, before we get into that, so to remind you all, if you find this video helpful in any way, shape, or form, make sure to leave a like on this video. If you could hit 150 likes for this video, that would be awesome, and that would just make my day. In addition to that, if you want to see more videos like this, make sure to subscribe to the channel. All you need to do is push the button in the bottom right corner of the video. I post videos like this several times a week. Over 95% of you guys aren't subscribed, and if all of you just subscribe, that would just help me out so much. So if you're not already subscribed, make sure to subscribe to the channel. That would be awesome. And last but not least, want to support the channel one step further, make sure to use code STORMS in the item shop. That is with an S. Here's a shout out to a few of you guys who are using my code. Thank you so much to every single one of you guys who are using my code. You guys mean a lot to me. If you want to have a chance to be shouted out in a future video, just use code STORMS in the item shop, and then let me know in the comments or on Twitter, and maybe you'll be shouted out in a future video. Anyways, with all that being said, let's get right into the video. So once again, on screen now, you can see what the Week 4 challenges are. Feel free to pause the video if you want to look over these challenges. Now the first of these challenges is to deal 500 damage with a sniper rifle to opponents. Now this challenge will be very, very easy as long as you go into Team Rumble, because in Team Rumble, you can respawn. Since you can respawn, you can spend the entire game looking for a sniper rifle. You don't need to worry about losing a sniper rifle once you finally find it, because if you die with that sniper rifle, you will respawn with that sniper rifle. In addition, you don't need to worry about dying when trying to complete this challenge, because of course you can respawn. That also makes the opponents that you're going against a lot easier to kill, because they're not worried about dying either, because they can respawn. Since this game is such a casual game mode, the opponents are often very easy to kill. Once you find a sniper rifle, all you need to do is head to the center of the storm circle, where your opponents will likely be concentrated. Then simply look for opponents and try and kill them with the sniper rifle. I recommend aiming your sniper rifle towards opponents who stand still, because opponents are a lot easier to kill when they are standing still. In addition to that, you want to make sure that you aim for your opponent's head, because that way you can deal 200 damage with your sniper rifle in only one shot. Just remember that you must hit a few opponents, because you must deal a total of 500 damage. Anyways, as long as you follow my advice for this challenge shouldn't be too difficult at all. So the next challenge is a multiple stage challenge. The first stage requires you to dance inside a holographic tomato head. The second requires you to dance inside of a holographic Durr Burger head, and the third requires you to dance on top of a giant dumpling head. Now this challenge is very, very easy, because all you need to do is visit the locations you can see on screen now. On screen now, you can see a map of the different locations. Just remember, you cannot complete several stages of this challenge within the same match, or out of order. So the first stage that you complete has to be the tomato head, and the second must be the Durr Burger head, and finally the third must be the giant dumpling head. Now on screen you can see me doing this challenge. You can see what these look like and what you're looking for. All you need to do is do something like what you're seeing on screen now. As I talk, you can see me doing this for all three locations, so you know what to look for. Anyways, as long as you dance at these three different locations, you should easily be able to complete this challenge. So the third challenge is to get 3 legendary weapon eliminations. Now once again, this is very straightforward as long as you do this in Team Rumble. Because in Team Rumble, of course, you can respawn, you can spend as much time as you want looking for a legendary weapon, and then once you find a legendary weapon, you can spend the rest of the game trying to get a kill with that legendary weapon. Also in Team Rumble, supply drops spawn everywhere in the storm circle. So because of that, if you visit the storm circle early on, it won't be too hard at all to find a supply drop. And remember, a legendary weapon is guaranteed to spawn within that supply drop. So if you don't want to spend a large chunk of the game looking for a legendary weapon, just go to the center of the storm circle and look for a supply drop. You should easily be able to get a legendary weapon from there. Anyways, once you get a legendary weapon, just try and get eliminations with a legendary weapon. It shouldn't be too difficult, because remember, Team Rumble is a very laid back game mode, and opponents don't really take the game too seriously, because they're not worried about dying as they can respawn. So because of that, 3 eliminations in Team Rumble shouldn't be too difficult at all. Anyways, as long as you followed my advice for this challenge should be very, very easy, and you shouldn't have too much trouble with it at all. So the fourth challenge is to destroy a loot carrier in 3 different matches. Now this challenge is very interesting, because if you're like me, chances are you probably didn't really know what a loot carrier was until recently. It is even possible you still don't know what one is. So in case you don't know what a loot carrier is, from what I can tell, In every single game of Fortnite, there will be one location whose name on the map is yellow. And when the name of a named location is yellow, that means loot carriers will spawn at that location. Loot carriers look like what you can see on screen now. In order to loot a loot carrier, all you need to do is hit the loot carrier with your harvesting tool. Once you hit the loot carrier, it will drop a weapon. Now, in order to complete this challenge, all you need to do is do this 3 times. So when you're going into a game of Fortnite, just land at a location whose name is yellow. Then once you land there, look around for loot carriers, and then try and loot the loot carrier. And you must do this in 3 different matches. Just keep in mind, there are often a lot of opponents landing at these yellow locations, so I recommend you try and get a gun first before looting loot carriers, just in case someone starts shooting at you while you're trying to loot a loot carrier. Anyways, this challenge is very, very easy and shouldn't be too difficult at all, as long as you know what a loot carrier is. So the 5th challenge is another multiple stage challenge. The first stage is to land at Polar Peak, the second to land at Lazy Lagoon, the third, Salty Springs, the fourth, The Block, and the fifth, Lonely Lodge. This challenge is very easy. All you must do is land at these different named locations. You don't need a guide for this at all. Just go into 5 different matches and land at these different locations. Just remember, you must do each stage in order in different matches, so you can't complete 2 stages out of order and or in the same match. Also remember, when you land at these locations, do not directly leave the match. You must die in-game before you can leave the match, or else the progress won't count towards you completing this challenge. Anyways, as long as you keep that in mind while completing this challenge shouldn't be too difficult at all. So the 6th challenge is to eliminate 3 opponents in Haunted Hills or Dusty Divot. And this challenge isn't too difficult at all, as long as you land one of these locations when there is a lot of opponents who are visiting that location. For example, if the name of Dusty Divot is yellow, or if the bus flies directly over Dusty Divot, I recommend you go to Dusty Divot, because there'll be a lot of opponents going there. Because there'll be a lot of opponents going there, the early game will be very hectic. If you're able to find a gun in the early game, you'll immediately have an advantage over a large portion of the opponents. For example, as I always say in these videos, a really good player could get a really bad gun like a gray pistol, while a really bad player could get a really good gun such as a blue drum gun. In that situation, the bad player has the advantage over the fight and may not have too much trouble killing the really good player just because they have such a good weapon. And that's why I recommend you land these locations when a lot of opponents are going there, because the early game is luck oriented, and no matter what your skill level is, if you land at these locations enough times, you'll be able to get 3 kills in order to complete this challenge. Just keep in mind, this may take a few games. And in terms of which locations are most populated, the majority of the time, you should go to Dusty Divot, because most of the time people don't go to Haunted Hills. The only time you really should go to Haunted Hills is if the name is yellow, and maybe if the bus flies directly over it. Now anyways, as long as you do this for this challenge shouldn't be too difficult at all. So the 7th and final challenge is to visit 5 different named locations in a single match. Now this challenge shouldn't be too difficult at all, as long as you once again go into Team Rumble, because in Team Rumble, you can respawn, so you don't need to worry about dying. And to complete this challenge, I recommend you don't jump out of the battles immediately, then wait until the Storm Circle is announced in a game of Team Rumble. Then once the Storm Circle is announced, I recommend you fly to the opposite side of the map and visit the named locations that are on the opposite side of the map from that Storm Circle, because you will be racing against the storm, and you can always visit those locations last, as they'll be the last to be covered by the storm. Then spend the early game trying to visit as many named locations as you can. Then once you visit 3 out of the 5 named locations, then die. And then when you respawn, you visit the final 2 locations that are near the Storm Circle in Team Rumble. I also recommend, when you're doing this, you initially land at a named location that is near a vehicle spawn. On screen now you can see where all of the Quad Crusher spawns are, and now on screen you can see where all the hoverboard spawn locations are. Anyways, as long as you complete this challenge in Team Rumble, this challenge shouldn't be too difficult at all. So anyways, that has been how to complete all of the Week 4 challenges for Fortnite Season 9. If this video helped you out in any shape or form, make sure to leave a like on the video. That would be awesome. Remember, our like goal is 150 likes. If we get 150 likes, that would be awesome. That would just make my day. In addition, if you want to see more videos like this, make sure to subscribe to the channel, turn on post notifications. All you need to do is push the button in the bottom right hand corner of the video. Remember, over 95% of you guys watching this video aren't subscribed to the channel, so if you could subscribe, that would be awesome to help me out a ton. And last but not least, if you want to support the channel one step further, make sure you use code STORMS in the item shop. Remember, that is with an S. That way you'd be supporting the channel every time you make a purchase in the item shop. Seriously, thank you so much to every single one of you guys who's using my code. You guys help me out a ton, and you guys really mean the world to me. So if you could use code STORMS, that would be awesome. Anyways, with all that being said, that has been how to complete all of the Week 4 challenges for Fortnite Season 9. Thank you all so much for watching, and we'll see you all in the next video. Goodbye!